Good morning. Um, Morning coffee time, right? Nodal planes. So, quantum mechanics, quantum field theory, all that BS. They're all been studying the same thing for over 100 years, and they haven't gotten anywhere. You got this neat math that really doesn't do anything. It predicts energy levels. They don't understand why because they're looking at it all wrong. And yeah, I know a whole bunch of quantum field theorists and stuff just threw it nutty. I don't care. The universe follows very basic mechanical laws. It just simply repeats and scales to size. It's not just a neat saying. It's blatant. When you start studying the universe, it's blatant. All right, and so when you look at nodal planes, where mass equals charge, we're neutral. We're neutral. So all of our atoms neutralize themselves more or less, and then they finish neutralizing themselves by going into atomic structures. And then they're magnetically neutral. So we don't feel the magnetic field. But it's there, and we can see it, and we can study it. And we can even use magnets, because we do have, atomic structures that allow the dipoles to twist and turn. And so we have iron that we can use as to check magnetic fields, which is how we're able to use compasses to see where the North Pole is. And I heard somebody last night talking about, well, that actually go from the south to the north. It's both, actually. That's how a dipole works. It's both. It goes from the north to the south and south to the north. And because of that, we have nodal planes. Because it goes from the north to the south and then south to the north, we have nodal planes. So when a star is rotating, it is grabbing the magnetic field and tightening it. The fact that the star exists, its mass, creates the magnetic field. And when it rotates, when it has angular momentum, it strengthens and solidifies that magnetic field. It tightens it. So if you look at a magnetar, which is a white dwarf that is spinning at near the speed of light, a magnetar has extreme angular momentum, extreme. And with it comes an extreme magnetic field. I mean, this thing crushes entire systems. I mean, yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near a magnetar. All right, so why do I bring up the magnetar? That's how all matter works. All matter at every scale, at every size, works that way. So if you look at Saturn, around the equator of Saturn is these big, beautiful rings we like to study. You have all these different complicated math and theories and ideas about how they got there. If you study magnetism at all, it's blatant, it's obvious. And it is your nodal plane. It's where the magnetism equals zero. Well, sort of. It doesn't equal zero. It's where the north and the south push, squash everything. All right, and as the Saturn, by the way, Saturn has a crazy angular momentum. It's a giant ball of gas that has a massive angular momentum, and because of that, it has a massive magnetic field. So the planes right there, it squashes them, and we have these big, beautiful rings, and they follow the equator, the rotation. Okay, and if you look at where our moon is and where all these other moons are on the different planets. If you look at where our planets align up to our solar system, if you look at how our solar system lines up with all the other solar systems throughout the entire galaxy, the magnetism involved and the nodal plane becomes blatantly obvious what they're studying at the atomic scale. This is what I mean by everything repeats and scales to size. So when they're talking about, this is what the math says, okay, do you understand what the math is saying? No, for the most part, no, they don't. They do not understand what the math is saying. And unfortunately, a lot of people have figured this out throughout the years, and they just don't want to allow it to be taught for whatever reason. They've been fighting a religious war against magnetism since Maxwell, Lorentz, everybody, Faraday. They've been beating them down. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why they feel the need to stop the development of the human race. Comprehension and understanding. I mean, that's the big thing that we have. There's no other animal that we have ever met, ever anywhere, that could even come close to our levels of comprehension and understanding and invention, tool creation is so far uncontestable throughout the universe. So far. Is that necessarily true? I hope not. I mean, it's a big, big universe. I really hope there's more things out there. And hopefully something's slightly smarter than us. I mean, we've been studying the atomic structure, chasing the electron, as if it was a particle banging around all over the universe, creating atoms out of nothing. It's not that the quantum world is weird and unsolvable. It's that the people teaching it are weird and unsolvable.